Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV. Hometown Today is presented by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam, located floor and so much more. Make sure to give Randy and the team a call. You can visit them online at proflr.com. Today we'll be talking with members of the Beaver Dam Area Community Theater, with Judy Heffron, who is the director of Beaver Dam Area Community Theater's One Voice Children's Children's Choir, and Christina Fake, who is the director, I want to say, of I'm all out of sorts here now, but we'll get all that worked out here in just a few minutes here. But yeah, all that and more here on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by DailyDodgeTV.
Let's get Okay, so 5 tacos of cheese. Okay, so 5 tacos of cheese.
All right, and welcome into Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. They're celebrating 166 years in Beaver Dam. Discover McKinstry's Home Furnishings and join in on the fun of small business. McKinstry's Home Furnishings Hometown Today is also presented by Professional Floor Covering. They have their holiday hosting sale going on now. Visit Randy and the team today to give your home the gift it deserves, an upgrade for all of your holiday hosting. Impressive selection of in-stock carpet and LVP flooring. Both are on sale. Stop in the showroom and see the quality selections of flooring, countertops, showers, blinds, and more. Don't delay. Stop in at Professional Floor Covering or give Randy a call to schedule your measurement to upgrade your home before the holidays. Professional Floor Covering is located at 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam or online at proflr.com. All right, ladies, we've got it figured out now. They've seen some chaos behind the scenes here, but we've got it.
It looks familiar. I mean, it's what we do all the time.
Right. That's right. It's the show business after all.
Yeah.
But again, I'm joined by Judy Heffron and Christina Frake over at the Beaver Dam Area Community Theater. Judy is with the One Voice Children's Choir. Christina is with I Love You, You're Perfect Now Change, which has some auditions coming up, correct?
Yes, they're going on tonight and tomorrow from 6:30 to 8:30, and you can come in anytime. You can sign up ahead of time if you'd like at bdact.org, but you don't have to. Just come in.
Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with the show entirely, so tell me a little bit about the show.
Yeah, so I Love You, You're Perfect Now Change is a musical. You do not have to be a singer because each scene is a different vignette. So it's a new thing every time, a new couple, and it goes through the different stages of dating to marriage to after a loved one has passed on. What does dating look like when you're older as well? It's very cute. So, but yeah, it's funny. It does have mature content because it's about dating and relationships. And yeah, you should come audition.
Is there any age group that you're looking to audition specifically?
Yeah, that's a good question. I prefer that it would be 21 and over just due to the content and the mature language that can be in it. But I promise that it's lighthearted and funny. And yeah, and there's some beautiful songs in there too. There's a song that says, it's called Shouldn't I Be Less in Love with You? And it's about this man that's been married to someone for, over 10 years. And he's just like looking at her being like, shouldn't I be in different relationships? Shouldn't we get divorced like all of our friends? And like at the end, he's just like, no, I still love you, and it's beautiful. So like there are some touching soft moments as well as the comedy in there.
What's your relationship with the show, or how come you brought it to the BDACT?
I did it when I was in college, and so I got to try it out, and I fell in love with it, and thought it was like the right mix of like funny but also like musically appealing, and so I thought to bring it here. Also, I like to audition for the shows here at BDACT, so I was like, this is a show I could do and then not like have FOMO or something, about fearing, like, because I want to audition, I want to be on stage, and I already did it, so I don't have to worry about that.
When people audition, do you prefer that they come in knowing what character they want to audition for, or that they're just auditioning for the show and not specifically targeting?
Yeah, I think both are always fun to explore. I think that if you don't know anything about the show, that's okay. we do like a range check just to see how high or how low that you can sing. And then we have you read a couple things. But sometimes it's kind of fun not knowing the show and exploring it. But again, I just always I feel like I just have to say this more than once just so no one's surprised. But it does have mature content in it. So if that's not your jam, I wouldn't audition.
And I guess I'm curious because there's a lot of good examples of like Hollywood actors that may be really good at the dancing part of it, but maybe they can't really sing, or they can do the singing, maybe not the dancing.
Yes.
Or maybe they can't do any of it. When they do these auditions,
Should I do something?
when you see someone that can definitely they can definitely act, they definitely have the drama, but maybe they can't really sing, but they want to be in this musical.
Yes.
How do you I don't know, place them into a show?
Yeah,
then?
absolutely. So we still will go through all the singing portion. We'll still do a range check just to kind of see if you can fit into some of the ensemble pieces when everybody's on stage. But that's because of the nature of the show, we don't have to do that either. But just to kind of see where your baseline on things are, we'll still have you do some acting and some dancing. And there are some songs in there that it's not a very dancey show. It's very simple movements, if that makes sense. It's not like we're the Rockettes or anything and you have to, kick real high. But so we would still have you audition, and then there are some scenes that are in between there that we would just fit you in instead of being in the musical numbers.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when it came to going from I'm assuming you're not going to be in the play as well, or in the musical.
No.
Okay, just directing, right?
Just directing.
So then what was that decision like, deciding, hey, I'm not going to be on the stage for this one, and it's a show I love, but I'm going to help put it together?
So I decided to take the leap because when I looked at the calendar, Valentine's Day weekend was on a Friday, and I was like, okay, astronomically, the stars are aligning. It has to open on this weekend. So then I decided why not, and just put the pitch out there to see if they would pick up the show. So yeah.
Oh, and is that literally how it goes? You can approach the BDACT and say, hey, there's this open weekend. I have this show. I'd like to potentially try.
Yeah, so we do put it on the website when we have it's called the selection committee, so that you can go in front of. We help you put a list together just to kind of see about a budget, or if you already have people in mind for certain roles. You do not have to have them. So if you want to direct, we're always looking for directors, and we will help you with that process in directing. And I think what's really great is that we have lots and lots of volunteers that help with those kinds of things. So don't ever be afraid to not want to direct with us. But yes, you go in front of the selection committee, you make your pitch, they ask some questions. They usually read over the show, or at least have certain scenes in mind, so that they know what they're approving and not approving. Yeah. And then, they let you know if it will fit in their calendar or not.
Huh, that's a lot. I guess I thought there'd be a lot more barriers of entry than that. And now you're not just signing up and they're going to let you do it. But I guess I thought it would be, you need years of doing a lot of other stuff to get to that point. So that's cool. That's an interesting little point there. I wasn't aware of that. Again, talking with Christina Frake and Judy Heffron here from the Beaver Dam Area Community Theater. Christina's the director of I Love You, You're Perfect, Now Change, which has auditions going on tonight. And what are the other dates?
Tonight from 6:30 to 8:30, tomorrow, same times. And then if for some reason you can't make those times, please just contact us and we will find a time for you to audition. We're hoping to let everybody know by this Friday who has parts.
Wonderful. Well, we'll keep bouncing back and forth between I Love You, You're Perfect, Now Change, and the One Voice Children's Choir. But Judy, welcome back. I know that you've been on Hometown Today before talking about the choir. But what do we have going on? What do we have going on now?
Well, we just had our last rehearsal for the Christmas concert.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll have our Christmas concert next Sunday, December 8th. It'll be at 2 o'clock. It's called Christmas Card Carols.
Sunday, December 8th.
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, go ahead. What's the idea of the
it was just
theme?
it's kind of like, when they ask me for the ideas of the concert for next year, it's just like, are you kidding me? I always decide at the last minute. But this one was kind of like when you are looking for your Christmas cards, so many of them to me connect to songs. And I sometimes look for a Christmas card that I know attaches to a song. So it was just kind of like, okay, let's just put this together. So we're singing all of these really nice songs. We have a song called, like, for example, Family Photo, because a lot of people will send photo cards.
Yep.
And it seems to be one of the kids' favorite songs because they sing that one really well. But, and then the typical Santa Claus, because a lot of Christmas cards have Santa on. So it's just been a really fun concert. The songs have been really good. The kids seem to like them. They did a really good job yesterday, but it sort of makes you nervous because you always think that the dress rehearsal is supposed to be kind of clunky so that the performance goes well. But these kids, this is a really nice group of kids. There's 20, and half of them are new this year.
Oh, wow.
And some really young ones. I have a number of third graders this year, so it's their very first time. And it's actually their first time on that stage because our Halloween concert was done upstairs in Encore Hall.
Oh, sure.
So getting them on the stage was quite interesting.
So they did the rehearsal on the stage at least.
Yes.
Okay. All
Yes,
right. They've
yes.
at least done it once
Yes,
before the show
yes.
on the stage.
So
They
that
sounded
was
really
good.
cute last night. Yeah,
So you heard
I did. It was very sweet.
They do a very, very nice job. This is a very nice sounding group of kids.
And
So-
how long have they been working on this show?
Well, since we had one in October, none of these songs were in the October concert. So they've had probably 5 good, solid rehearsals to get ready for this.
Wow.
And that to me is what's always amazing, is that they can do that, that they really pay attention and they focus on the songs, and we're ready to go.
Awesome. And well, are you also having them do work when they go home, or is it just if they can,
Yeah.
that's great. If you
Yes.
do, wonderful. But it's not necessarily like homework that's being assigned.
No, but I do tell them a lot of times that even if they just read through the songs, because it's always the lyrics. And I mean, there's like thousands and thousands of words when you think of doing 14 songs. And so I will tell them that, because it used to be that kids would have to read a certain number of minutes at night just as school homework.
Right.
And I said, if that's what you're doing and you need to fill 15 minutes, take out your binder. They each get a binder with all the songs in, and just read through it, read through them out loud. So although last week I had a couple kids say, oh, but I left my binder in the car. And I said, well, was it there all week? Because how are you practicing anything if you leave your binder in the car?
Oh yeah.
But no, they're like I said, a very good group of kids, and I think they're ready. They looked ready last night. I didn't, but they looked ready. So
Do you ever have to think about with holiday and Christmas music? There's some words in there that the kids might not understand for one, but two, pronounce. With just I don't know, Hallelujah comes off the top of my head, but harder words than that. Do you have to think about that at all, or is it just, hey kids, read it? It's fine.
well, for the most part, when you're singing, and especially when you're memorizing the words and stuff like that, I mean, we always have a few songs with foreign language.
Sure.
And
Okay.
singers are just, even if you don't speak German, you learn how to sing the piece in German.
And then,
So it's just really interesting. I know I took French in high school, so I was really comfortable with French. But then Spanish is similar. But once I started singing some songs in Spanish, it was just like, oh, hey, I picked up a little bit of
sure.
the right accent with it. So
Oh,
because you
yeah.
have to in order to sing the song right.
Yeah.
Sure.
So the kids just learn it.
Huh. Yeah.
So-
Guess I didn't know.
Kids kind of just pick up on those things.
They
They do. I
do.
think more than adults.
The har-
It's
The hardest one was Fröhliche Weihnachten. So they
Sure,
got that in one of their
yeah,
songs. It
yeah.
was just like, okay. But if they hear it and then say it and hear it and say it, they've got it.
I do have a question, if I could ask. My favorite question to ask you is, how many songs did you write for the concert today?
This one,
Oh.
let's see.
She writes them. Yes.
The Hello, and I love this Hello song. 'Cause
Okay.
It's hello, hello, Merry Christmas to you. And I love that because the kids they're so happy to sing it, and they wave and everything. So let's see. I wrote the hello song, the one voice song, the greeting song, the Christmas card song. 4.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
So-
Nice.
But well, there isn't a song out there specifically. Anyway, I couldn't find one about Christmas cards. So if you don't have one, just write one. The kids sometimes will help with those too. You know, like they'll think of other words, and I'll say, "Oh, I like that. Let's stick it in."
Nice.
So, but,
Well, I want to ask more about the songwriting part because that's completely news to me. And it sounds like that's not. I should have known that or had done some homework up and known that one. So we'll take a quick break here on Hometown Today, and when we're back, we'll continue our conversation with Judy Heffron and Christina Frake from the Beaver Dam Area Community Theater here on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.